Okie dokie.
And we are live. Hey everybody in my YouTube world. It's been a long time since I've even streamed like this. I hope everybody's doing alright. Oh, to think I'd be... It has been a long time since I've seen everybody. Whew. Now, OBS, quit your bugging. Recording softwares, I swear. Anyways, this is my friend Sophie, and this is my friend Erie.
Hello. I'm new here.
Yep, these two are my friends, and they're also talented artists.
Yeah. Also a writer, but still trying to figure that out.
Don't worry, Sophie, it's not like an actual, video record. It's kind of like how I do it with my Twitch. You just hear my voice, and you feel in love with it. Just kidding. But today we're talking about growing up creepy, Buggy High. There has been a rumor going around saying growing up creepy is a childhood show of ours that we used to watch when we were kids. Very unappreciative, in my opinion.
It was. And it helped people realize that there's nothing wrong with who they are and they can be different.
Exactly. It was a show that I could really relate to when I was younger.
Same. Though I wasn't goth, I was just different in some retrospects.
Yeah, I even went through a small goth phase.
Never did, which is shocking.
Huh?
I never went through a goth phase, to tell you the truth.
I
I
went
mean,
through one.
I like skulls and stuff, but I never wore black. Not like we were allowed to.
Yeah, the thing is, I did. But I didn't go like hardcore with the chains and stuff like that, or dyed my hair.
Yeah, I didn't do that either.
I just wore a lot of black and did some eyeliner makeup. And painted my nails black.
Mm-hmm. I also think you could make my character a little bit bigger so people can see it. They probably can't see it very well because it's so tiny.
Such a tiny little thing. Better?
Yeah, it's somewhat better.
Yeah, it's just because I'm in a group call. I got the group setting on here. So I would...
Gotcha.
So if anybody else
Gotcha.
comes in, they can... It'll show it.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the fact that they added that new setting to where you can do group calls.
I haven't figured out the thing that what you're using right now. I still haven't figured it out.
It's still new.
Yeah.
So, you know how that goes.
Yeah, but back onto the topic. We're basically doing our own AU of this show, but instead of them being kids, they're all in high school. Going through all the stuff that we went through, kind of.
Yep.
So it's going to take a mature take on the show. Don't worry, we're still going to keep all the charm that everything it had in the original, just a mature take on it.
That is true. We are going to take a little bit more mature take because as you get older, that tends to happen.
You start changing.
Your body goes through changes, your mind goes through changes, things in your...
Your voice changes.
It gets deeper. Or higher.
Mine went deeper. Like, I didn't know what it was going on with me. I didn't know if it was something. I thought I was sick, but then my voice went so bad I sounded like a real boy. Like, what the hell is wrong with my voice? Why do I sound like a real boy? Yeah, I thought I was sick. Tell you the truth.
Mine started sounding more like a girl.
It got better afterwards, and now my voice sounds like this. Somewhat scratchy still.
Sketchy,
And I ain't sick. Yeah, I ain't sick. I checked. This is just how it sounds.
But yep. We want the show to come back, so...
We're doing our own thing. But there are rumors that it's going to come back, but that's just a rumor.
Yeah. We want it to come back, but so far rumors are rumors, and that the one that we saw as an interview with the actual original creator was over a year
Well,
ago.
two of them. Well, two of them.
Yeah.
Two of the creators that helped create the show. Yeah, during that video, I guess a week after it or so, that they actually got the rights back to the show. So we don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Anthony Good, Chris Woods, and Karen Greenberg.
Yeah, you said them correctly.
Yeah, they managed to get the rights back to the show. But the thing is, when they got the rights back, the last thing we even saw was over a year ago of anything being done.
If it is true that they're being really shush about it.
Oh, big time.
Just out of curiosity, I looked on Amazon, they actually have Growing Up Creepy merch. Like t-shirts and pants. I'm like, okay, I want this stuff.
You know I could easily design my own.
Yeah, I know, but I can't do that because still figuring out anomaly for drawing.
I can teach you later.
Sweet. And they have it where you can make custom stuff on Teamy, like custom artwork, custom bed sheets, curtains. So I'm like, if I wanted to decorate my room and Growing Up Creepy, that I would check out to make all this stuff.
That is true. Hello, Mr. Moody.
So, like I said, we've already got the characters designed. We just need, I guess, more help with writing and stuff.
That we do.
I can write, but I can't, like, write the charm of the show had. That is really tricky to try and write.
It is. We miss that charm. We miss the
dark stuff.
The dark stuff, yes.
And Creepie's fun bug facts.
That, yes.
It's thanks to this show that I learned that it's really the female mosquitoes that's always biting us and not the male ones. Male mosquitoes, it's a true fact, they do not drink blood. They just drink nectar. But females, they can do that too, but they'll always choose blood in the end if they had a choice.
They know it tastes good.
Exactly. My favorite was the Wax Museum episode.
Oh, that one was a real...
And Carla's so bad.
You can tell that Harry cannot stand those two.
Oh, big time. I'm like...
If anything, he seems annoyed by them.
I don't blame him. I'm like, wouldn't you be too if you were the popular...
It out as fuck.
Yep. I just had a thought.
What?
Remember the goth kids that were in a couple of episodes?
Yeah? You mean Morpheus, Misery Whispers, and... what's it?
I can't remember the other one's name, but yeah. What would they look like in high school? Would they have changed at all?
That's a good question. Would they get out of their goth?
Because they would still be goth.
I don't know.
Like Creepy.
Maybe one could get out of his goth phase, or maybe?
Maybe,
Well, they
but
did start that band.
yeah. So that's one
Ugh,
thing we
I was
gotta
losing my
consider. They could
voice.
still be goth.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually created a minor character that we'll be seeing later in the comic, who actually is going through the same situation as Skipper and Creepy.
Because it was kind of nice to see other characters other than Creepy that actually was raised by bugs too.
Yeah, I didn't know about that until I saw the tarantula boy, and I'm like, oh, he was raised by a giant spider. That's interesting. Another person going through the same thing she is. And another person that she's told her secret to now.
Ooh, that would remind me. Wouldn't Chris Alice get jealous if she started hanging out with her instead of her?
Oh, yes, possibly.
Because that's another part of life that comes to growing up. You get new friends, people get to get jealous.
Yes. So, the character I created, she's from Scotland. And, well, the high schoolers decided, like, the principal decided to do a pen pal program, and Creepy got a girl from Scotland named Allison. And it turns out Allison was raised by woodworms after she was abandoned. And this girl is very passionate about her Scotland roots.
And since Scotland is known for its carpentry, one of the things they are known for is the intricate work of their carpentry. So she can get her job at like a carpenter, or especially since when you get into high school, you tend to get a part-time job or something, or start your small little business.
Yeah, so that's her dream to do, besides obviously doing the bagpipes all the time and doing the
and
Scotland
since
dance, is be a carpenter.
and since Creepy got really into it,
See Mo and his clan again.
they'll probably have grown by then.
Probably. Had a bigger family.
Yeah.
And Allison's actually a love interest for one of the goth kids. They could give them a little bit more attention than what the show did.
It can be miseries.
Yes, that was my idea for it. It's kind of what we're doing with Harry and Chris Alice. Like Harry, like the show said, actually had a somewhat interesting Creepy. Like say in high school, he gets a crush on her, and he also has one on Chris Alice. And now you know how boys are; they're confused on who they actually like.
Boys will be boys.
Mm-hmm. So he has to figure all that out. But we haven't changed the characters; they're all still the same, just added adjustments.
Yep. I
Like with Harry. Sorry.
Let's start with Creepy. I designed her a little similar to her style, but giving her more mature look.
I love the beanie. That's the cutest thing to add to her character.
I figured that she would wear one.
Yeah, I can see that.
And her
It's
hair,
so cute.
and with keeping up with her pigtails, but instead of getting her like pigtails in high school, I gave her more like braids to help indicate
Yeah,
that she stays her color scheme. But it actually
yeah,
looks really cute with the two braids.
yeah.
She's still pretty.
I like that.
She's still pretty smaller than everybody, but she actually did. We did give her a growth spurt.
Just the picture doesn't make it look like it, because,
I know.
you know.
As a once we get everything up and going,
Oh, yeah.
then we
I
start
love the
with
dress.
Creepy's best friend Budge.
The nice, gentle giant that everyone's afraid of, but he's really the person with the heart of gold.
I kept most of his similar color style, just gave him more of a height adjustment. Since he runs around with Creepy so much, it's hard to keep up with her.
Oh, yeah.
So he becomes like a protective big brother and knows Creepy's secret.
Yeah. And will do anything to help her keep it.
I can.
Especially from Chris Alice.
There we go. A little bit better on
Yeah.
the height adjustment.
Yeah. And then we have Creepy's other best friend, the one that thought she was crazy, Chrysalis.
Oh, give me a sec. Ah! I was adjusting
It's okay.
adjusting her height.
It's okay. It's okay.
There we go.
So, yeah, she hasn't changed much either. She's still the same, but she knows Creepy's secret. But after the confrontation in the
The last
Scottish episode with the bagpipes, she thought she was crazy, and now the principal, aka Miss Montserrat, who is no longer,
So she decided to basically ignore it,
so to speak.
so to speak.
Also, apologies, that's my cat in the background. I fed her, and she still thinks she needs food.
And then we had the love interest,
Skipper!
Skipper.
His fans, which help basically make it where he can't spend time with Creepy because they're always following him around. Kind of like with Harry's situation with Carla and Melanie.
Mm-hmm.
But he really wants to confess his feelings for her.
Creepy.
Yep.
Because when the return of Tarantula Boy, we saw them at the end holding hands.
Yeah, and then we don't see anything after that because the show got canceled and they stopped focusing on that. I'm like, okay, why would you stop focusing on that? That is the whole part of the show.
Exactly.
Sort of. And the only time we ever see him is in that one episode where he's a prince in Snow Black. Not being racist, that's actually the name of the character.
Yep.
The Creepy made up.
It's like a weird version of Snow White.
Yep, and Carla's the witch, aka the Mean Queen.
Yep. And we save these guys for last. Carla, Melanie, and Harry.
How about Harry first? Because we did kind of give him a little bit more character development than what he originally had.
Yeah, that's true. Because normally he has a laid-back attitude.
But we gave it where he has a bit more of a perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because, be honest, he actually learned Creepy's secret. How he learned it, we still haven't figured that out yet. We're still trying to figure all this out. But he learned it, and now he has a better perspective on life. He now focuses more on his studies and football practice and his job at the mall, which he works in a sports store, but still be his laid-back, chill self. And he's no longer obsessed with his hair. That was one thing I thought was funny. He still keeps his hair in check, but not obsessed with it like he used to be.
Yeah, during football practice, you tend to lose that.
Yeah.
It's like,
and now,
dude, like, watch the dude.
Yeah, now he helps, like, he's part of Creepy's little group, so to speak. He, like, joins them on their little shenanigans and tries to help keep Creepy's secret.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Melanie.
We gave her a lot of character development, which will later happen in the comic.
Mm-hmm. I like how I gave her a similar design, but not too much different to what she wore in the show. Just gave her more mature look.
Yeah. Remember how she, like, used to be the stupid one? Well, we gave her, like, a bit more brain where she can, like, think for herself. Like, Carla does something that goes way too far, and she tries to, like, you know, she questions their friendship and why she even hangs out with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she discovers stuff that she actually didn't know she had. She actually enjoys painting and actually has feelings for Budge.
And the only reason why we decided to go with Budge, because they actually connected really well in their love of horror movies.
Oh, yeah. So now Melanie is trying to break away from Carla's grip and shadow so she can be her own person.
Mm-hmm. And I gave Carla the head cheerleader look.
Yeah, because that's what she... Well, that's what she is. She's cheer captain. And Melanie's like the co-captain, and Chrysalis is just a cheerleader. Because when you go into high school, you can, like, lose your cheerleading status. Like, Chrysalis, she used to be head cheerleader in the other one, but now she's not.
Yep.
Carla, she's basically the same, but a little bit worse. like, she has a nice side, but for some reason she's hiding it. Like, everyone's questioning why she's hiding it, because even Creepy knows about her nice side because of that one episode that, well,
The
that's really
queen
what the
bee.
show ended on. Yep.
That was the only time I've ever seen Carla being nice.
Yeah. I'm like, they could have done so much more if the show wasn't canceled.
Yeah. I feel like they were going to do more about Carla being nice.
Yeah, but until Discovery Kids got shut down, that show kind of ended. They aired it on the Hub, but they never really did new episodes.
Yeah, which sucks.
But like we said, Carla's still the same, but somewhat worse, but she'll have character development later in the story.
Yep.
And there's also a fact that we forgot to mention about Harry. So, Harry, you know how boys are developing crushes on girls, right?
Yeah.
We gave him remember, like I said, he has a somewhat interesting Creepy, so we gave him like he has a crush on her, but he also has one on Chrysalis. And now he's going through the problems of figuring out who he truly likes.
And that tends to happen when you get older. You end up with two people that you like, but don't know who to choose.
Exactly. So that's what I gave him in this. Because, like I said, in the show, this is a true fact, he has a somewhat interesting Creepy and is still annoyed by Melanie and Carla. So I'm thinking, wait, if that's true, then why not make him a love interest like for Chrysalis? Because, like I said, you see, like in that one episode, you see them walking together as they were leaving the circus in that video game arcade.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, was that a hint of them getting together later? Now I'm curious.
What were they doing together in the first place?
They were playing this weird centipede game.
No, I'm talking about why were they in the carnival in the first place?
That's what I was wondering when I watched it. That episode really confused me.
So,
and not only that,
right now, all of this is just theories that we're speculating.
coming up with. But like I said, we got a storyline for how this is going to go, but we just said we need more help.
Exactly.
Lots of it.
If you want to help, you can go in the comment section, let us know.
Because not only do we need more people to help us with coming up with episodes, we also need more writers. I'm a writer, but as I said, I cannot come up with the dark charm the show had.
It was like a dark comedic show.
Yep.
With a twist at the end at everything. Especially with that, the bugs.
Yeah, the
or
bug
the aliens, or the
ghosts.
It had a
like
creepy
the...
charm to it.
Yeah, another one I liked was the Gina Red Shoes. I'm like, oh, so she really was real. That was one thing you never knew with the show, especially when it comes to the ending. They just give off, like, facts or show that some things were actually real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Bugfoot, the Angus, whatever his name was, the ancestor of Misery, and Gina Red Shoes. Grandfather.
Great-grandfather. They were his bagpipes.
That is actually a good impression of the goth girl. That is a good impression.
Thank you.
Even if we did a voice comic this, we have to get it all together. You could play that girl for sure. You aced it perfectly. As for everyone else, not sure who would all play those characters.
I remember her name. It was Raven.
Yeah, Raven. You do a good Raven impression. If this thing gets more help that we need, and we do dub it, you would be Raven for sure. You nailed it.
I'm still wondering who would play Creepy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hard trying to do her character, because hers had this...
distinct
I don't
voice.
know. Yeah, distinguished, like, voice to it.
It's like, that stuff only annoys them.
Yeah. I just remembered another character that nobody even mentioned.
Which one?
The movie star, Jolie Jolie.
Jolie.
I I'm
Who
like,
will
okay.
win? Who will
I
lose? Let us meet the
I
contestants.
I actually looked up the wiki and I did not find a character profile for her. I'm like, what?
What?
She was, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, why isn't there a character profile for her? She was one of the main characters, sort of.
She was basically one of them.
Exactly. So what the heck?
Yeah.
And fun fact, she was actually voiced by the same voice actor for Creepy. I checked.
Oh, holy shit.
I didn't know she could do a French like accent voice. I would think she should change too. She's still famous, obviously.
Yeah. But, like,
But
whoa.
change her outfit somewhat and her hair. That's what I think would happen. She wouldn't have changed as much.
Probably not.
But like I said, we've got a lot of stuff we need to do. Like get people to help us, writers, and people to help us come up with episodes. We've got 2 in the works. One is like a Valentine's Day special where a Creepy's best friend or pen pal, Allison, is there. She's part of the exchange students program, and she questions if she's the right girl for Misery because he's goth and she's all Scottish and passionate. And, well, you know how people think they need to change themselves to be with the person they like.
Yeah.
But Misery actually liked her the way she is. He loved that she was so passionate about Scotland, and he actually found her personality cute. But like I said, she doesn't know that. So she actually does try to change herself a little. And then Creepy, being the helpful girl she is, tells her that there's nothing wrong with the way she is. Misery likes her the way she is.
Did she do the same thing with Creepy when she went on her date with Shannon's little boy the first time?
She tried to change her outfit to look like hers. Which was kinda creepy. No pun intended.
Yeah, that was a little, no pun intended, but creepy.
And maybe a bit narcissistic.
A bit.
I mean, she was trying to help, but I think she went too far.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the stuff that the Creepy and Budge get into is because of Chrysalis, especially when it comes to school-related events.
Especially the blood fight episode, the one where they had to go help.
Oh, the blood drive episode?
That one, that one actually kind of scared me with the vampire. Like, holy crap, vampires are real. And I thought it was the lab assistant that was a vampire, but nope, it was the nice nurse lady.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's also a vampire too, just not as noticeable.
Yeah. That, like I said, that episode actually kind of scared me when I was younger. Which is kind of funny because the ghost ones didn't scare me at all. Just that one.
Ooh, I'm still wondering what would happen if Aunt Rose came out again.
Oh, then that would be a whole lot of worms. No pun intended on that.
Oh, big time.
Also, we also made it where Chrysalis' parents actually have no recollection of that. Like they didn't realize it was a bug. They think that was just another kid in a costume.
Yeah, but that was some costume.
Yeah, even Chrysalis thought it was just a kid in a costume.
Too bad we never get to see what Aunt Rose really looked like.
Oh, yeah, but there's like the shadow gives you some
Instigations.
instigation, yeah. I was trying to think of the word.
Give you small little hints.
Impressions, that was the word. That was what I was thinking of. Yeah, it gave us a lot of impressions of what she would look like. We know she has curlers in her hair, or whatever you call it.
Kind of like how it is with Skipper's mom.
Yeah.
But considering how big she is, that's one huge tarantula.
Yep. It's cool that their moms knew each other. That was a cool thing that I liked.
Yeah. And they had a Predators convention?
Now that's one thing I'm curious about what that'd be like.
Oh, what if we actually made an episode where you could see all the most predatorial insects?
Angela's the only one that I know that's predatory is the Black Widow. Fun fact, after they mate, they actually eat their mates.
Same with, was it redback spiders?
I think so, yeah. I know, in my opinion, that it sounds totally disgusting.
But actually, that's pretty common in most things if they survive, especially when it comes to
I
tarantulas.
know, but no, but I mean, just imagining that, watching that, that would be totally disgusting.
Hey, praying mantises actually do the same thing.
Good thing her mom's on a no friends or family diet.
Thank God.
I'm wondering about the other bugs in her family. Like, we never got to be introduced to them other than her cousins, Wendy and Wanda, her lice cousins, and her relatives from Mexico.
That doll one freaked me out.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was creepy. No pun intended. The way it came to life after she went downstairs was horrifying.
Right?
So it was alive the whole time. It just had to not show it because of the bugs inside of her.
Until they popped out one of the eyes.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, where the heck did that doll go after that episode?
I don't want to think about it.
Me either. It never showed us. I'm like, is it still in her room or what?
Especially when it came to that man-eating plant episode.
Oh yeah, that was another one. Yeah, and then the seed came off of Creepy's dress as she hopped upstairs and it went into the floorboards.
And one grew.
I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, is that gonna be a future problem?
I think there was like supposed to like I think that's what the dark side would indicate of the show.
Possibly. May have to write an episode of that. Now that would be like a continuation of where the
That's why it made it look like made something may look creepy, but it's not. But at the end,
yeah,
it's still creepy. No pun
it is.
intended.
I would think that it wouldn't eat bugs or anything like that. The bugs could have taught it to be friendly since it's still a baby.
No, it would have died if it didn't get its proper nutrition.
Ah. I mean, the bugs can take care of plants themselves. We've seen them do it.
I know, but
Creepy Carlin.
I've actually took care of a Venus flytrap before. If it didn't have the proper nutrients, especially when it came to bugs,
It seemed more like a man-eating plant more than anything else.
yeah.
I mean, you could probably teach it to, like, eat steak or something.
I'm not doing House of Horrors, thank you very much.
Well, it was just an idea. They could have cut it, but then again, it could grow back.
Yeah, I don't want a physical man-eating plant, thank you.
Well, like I said, they had to have done something to it because it never showed it again.
We're not doing another Shop of Horrors. And that's a musical, by the way.
There's an anime actually called Pet Shop of Horrors. Only got 3 episodes. Trust me.
Not going to ask about that one.
Trust me. You don't want to know.
No.
The small description is this guy owns a pet shop, but in reality, he's trying to teach the owners a lesson. Like your greedy ones.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Trust me, it does not end good. Trust me. I watched all 4 of them. And actually read the manga. Trust me, it's bad.
No, thank you.
Like I said, we're trying to find help for this project.
Yep.
Any help possible, like for writers and people that can help us come up with episodes. And fair warning, you also have to watch the original show in order to get the dark stuff. If you don't, then you'll have to watch it if you want to help with the project. A review on the show, but like I said, it's hard to review because you got to be so precise.
Yeah. I've watched I've watched mostly every single episode.
Same, but I always rewatch the ones I love the best. Like, Got to Have Better Friends, The Wax Museum, the first two, Return of Tarantula Boy. Oh, we also actually had the doctor, the one that was obsessed with Creepy's mom, coming back.
Him back.
He got creepy after meeting Skipper's mom. We haven't decided how he's going to come back. Stinger here suggested he be the science teacher and maybe forget all recollection of meeting Creepy and Tarantula Boy and just remembers the giant spider. But again, we're still figuring it out. This project is big.
Very big.
Bigger than we thought it would be. We thought it was going to be a small thing. I'm like, nope, it's going to be bigger than we thought.
That tends to happen with some comics.
Oh, big time.
You're a fan of my comic.
Oh, yeah. Especially your main character. She's so pretty.
Would you
And
like...
I feel bad, especially with the whole crap that she had to deal with Valentino.
Okay, what I'm about to show you, even if my viewers, they're still in development, but would you like an inside scoop of the next pages?
You can DM me if you want. That'd be a little bit secretive for your viewers, especially if you're still dubbing it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, just DM me.
I have the things on things, so I can't right now.
Ah. Well, you can DM me later.
Yeah. But for those who follow Val and the Butterfly comic, I have chapter 3 voice dub in the works right now. So that should be coming out soon.
I want to do voice acting, but like I said, I gotta fix my voice where it can go high and then can go low. Because right now it just sounds low as it is.
You need to go low. Then we go high.
I get like high voice when I'm excited.
It just takes some practice.
Yep, I'm still practicing. Just like with drawing.
It's kind of like changing your voice out of nowhere.
Uh-huh. I tried doing Mindy at some points, but I'm like, I can't fully get her snobbiness.
Like, go away now. Gross.
Like, I tried doing it with her iconic line where she calls Mandy a loser. Like I said, I'm still practicing.
Well, think of it like this. You remember how you say you were bullied back in the day?
Oh, yeah, I was. But they didn't call me a loser or anything. They just were just mean to me, saying, like, go away and just don't talk to us.
Trust me, I remember those days. If you were trying to use your bullies as an inspiration to make
I could try
that snobbiness. Remember how
I actually tried doing her drama voice when it was high. Like, drama? She was one of my favorite characters, even though she was mean to Mandy.
Like drama. Oh my god. Look at this.
Like I said, she was one of the meanest characters I met on cartoons. One of them.
Right?
There's a lot of them.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of them, but they make some really good characters with it.
Oh yeah, like say another Queen Bee comes back to threaten Carla's crown, but she's not like that Queen Bee that we met in the show. Because that's another thing you deal with in high school. Another person trying to take your crown.
I hate that.
Same. But I didn't have one to begin with. I was just a regular kid. Dad just liked to talk a lot.
I
That's
get
one reason I had trouble making friends, because I like to talk.
that.
And apparently they thought it was annoying.
Really?
Yeah, one of my friends that I've been friends with for a while, she basically stopped hanging out with me because she said, you got more annoying. And if I asked why didn't she want to talk to me anymore.
That's messed up.
And my dad met her and he said she was more annoying than you. So I'm thinking, oh, so she just said that to make herself feel better about herself. Apparently that's what happened. But his dad, he met her in store with her dad, and he's like, she's more annoying than you. And that's saying something. Because he's been around
Damn.
me for 24 years, so he knows how annoying I can be. One reason I don't have many friends is because everyone thought I was annoying.
Aww. You get head pats.
Thanks. But when I was 16, I actually did meet a friend that actually could handle my annoyingness. We were playing this game where I forgot what it was, but it had monkeys in it, and we just busted out laughing, and we just, after that. She was like 2 years older than me.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope, she's married and moved away now, but we still talk. She just can't come down and hang out with me because she can't drive.
Mm,
She has a problem that makes it where she can't drive.
I gotcha.
So she has her husband come and drive her whenever she's free to hang out.
At least you guys still hang.
And I got to meet my gamer buddies on here. They can handle my annoyingness too. And for bug facts, like for this show, we need to like look up insects to see what kind of small facts we can add.
Yep.
Like for the one I made, it's like they show that they can be also pretty, but they can also be the most dangerous in a way. Like they can use the underside of their wings to camouflage and scare off their predators and camouflage themselves.
Yep.
And for black widows, like we said, a true fact, they actually do eat their mates after mating. Like I said, it's disgusting, but it's a true fact.
That is true.
Like I said, there's a lot of insects out there that either haven't been discovered or people have talked about on the show, so that's a plus for us.
It
As for
comes.
Creepy's cousins, some of them I don't even know what kind of bugs they are, like the one with two heads.
Wait,
Like, if
which
you
one
look
was
at
that?
the. I don't know. Like, I looked at the family picture and I saw one with two heads. I'm like, okay, I've never seen an insect like that before.
And
Like, if you mute,
I know in
mute the show.
monarch butterflies there is a way you can get albinoism.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, even some insects can have mutations to where they can lose
That
pigment.
is. Sorry, pigmentation, I guess. I was just saying that is interesting.
It's
The more
rare
you
in
know about
bugs.
bugs. The more you know about bugs. Well, like I said,
It got me, the thing is, this show got me into learning about insects when I was younger.
I liked to play with them when I was younger. I liked going after the crickets.
I
Like
used
little toddler me would always run around and try to catch them.
Yeah, they were fun to catch, especially with the fireflies.
Fun fact, if you actually catch a firefly with your bare hands, you can kill it. I'm
I've
not joking.
I've actually caught so many fireflies and I never killed them.
With people that have like big hands, you gotta be really careful. With me, I have small hands, but that's the thing, I don't know my own strength. You gotta be really careful when you try to catch them.
I grew up in the countryside, so I got to see a lot of bugs.
Same. Same. But here you have to deal with brown recluses a lot.
Yeah, just be careful and make sure you don't get bit.
My dad actually did get bit, and now he has a scar on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he survived it, and now he's alright. But
Well,
you gotta be careful with spiders.
oh, big time.
Like, there's a lot of spiders out there that aren't venomous, but can still bite you and can make you sick. Like your blind recluses. They are venomous, so you gotta be careful with them.
And yellow garden spiders, like the big ones, can make you sick for about a
Mm-hmm.
week.
Yep. They say that the daddy longlegs is poisonous. I'm like, how is it poisonous if it can't bite you with its tiny head?
I used to hold them by the legs and catch them all the time.
Yeah, so they're saying, how is that one poisonous?
I think it's because if you get to the softest part of your actual, in between your fingers and in between your toes is where they say they
Oh,
can
that
bite.
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Another bug they liked was the caterpillars. Just watching them change from a butterfly is cool. But
The
it can also be disgusting.
metamorphosis.
Yep. That's what Creepy thinks her growing up is, a metamorphosis. And another thing we thought of, I'm like, wait, if she's growing up and she goes through that thing that all girls go through, how is her bug family supposed to teach her about that?
Which made me think that one of the teachers,
Or her friend's parents, like say their mom's teacher, or siblings, like say sister, if they have one.
mm, but the one mystery that we never can figure out is who is Creepy's parents?
Her biological parents.
Because we actually thought about that for like an episode to where she questions herself, as we all
Mm-hmm.
do.
Hang on, I'm gonna see if letting my cat in here will make her be quiet because she's starting to get on my dad's nerves. Be right back.
We never figure out who was Creepy's parent.
Okay, she's in here and she's on the bed. Sorry if you hear in the background. Like I said, my dad's getting annoyed by her.
It's alright.
But like I said, we have no idea who Creepy's parents were. Like, they never even give an indication, like, who she was. She was just abandoned at the mansion by nobody, and it was left unsigned.
Yep.
What, memers? Now come here. You silly kitty. Come here. You silly cat. You're so silly. But like I said, I always thought those goth people that were, were her parents, to be honest with you.
I thought so
Because
too.
the mom, or the lady Lilith, actually looked a little bit like Creepy.
She did.
Especially with those big eyes. So we had an idea when we make a plot, like, those could be Creepy's parents. Could be. We don't know.
And there are some facts where people will do get adopted and never knew their biological parents.
Exactly. That's one episode that we're doing later, where Creepy has to. It's a project where she has to learn where she came from. But the thing is, she doesn't know because she never met her real parents.
She doesn't know her ethnicity, doesn't know where she came from.
Her heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So that could be like a conflict. That could cause a conflict between her bug family. And it could get her in trouble with the school if she doesn't know where she came from.
Yep.
So she has a choice to make where she finds out and gets an A or fails and gets an F.
And this can
And
be a big part of anybody's growing up life, especially if they're adopted or have don't know where they came from. That can
but the
affect
people
a
like
child
Creepy,
emotionally.
yeah, and Creepy, she wasn't affected by being abandoned.
Mm-hmm. She never gave it
So
much thought, so this might actually be the opportunity to where she actually thinks about it for a change.
yeah, and maybe gain more emotions that we don't normally see from her.
Yeah.
Because most of the emotions we know that she has is chill, scared, and freaked out. Which I think goes into scared, but you get the idea. Shit, we've never actually seen her cry. Not
Mm-hmm.
once in the show. Chris Alice we have, but I think it was more of a freak out.
We see her freak out all the time.
Especially under pressure, which is one thing we kept.
Because we normally see her scream, then pass out.
That was funny in that episode with the band. She's like, and pass out. I
Because,
don't know if that was a good impression of her or not. I was just doing a scream, like how she reacts every time.
going, ah! The thud.
Like I said, if we ever do get this comic greenlit and we get the help we need, and we might actually dub it.
Yep.
We just got to figure out who would play who. Because Stinger here, perfect for Raven, obviously.
Like, Misery is great, great, great. Grandfather Angus McFadden, they're his bagpipes.
Exactly. She's perfect. But like I said, even if we did, we need to find voice actors for Budge, Skipper, Creepy, Chris Alice, Carla, Harry, and Melanie. And any other voice actor we can find. Especially for someone like Allison. Hers is going to be tricky because she's from Scotland.
Oh, big time. That was gonna be hard to even pull off.
Yeah, because doing a Scotland voice acting is hard. I'm amazed that the voice actor for Creepy was able to do a French accent for Jolie Jolie. Because she sounded French to me.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, voice actors can really rearrange their voice to basically sound anything, and it's really impressive and amazing.
That's true.
So who knows? Maybe we'll find a voice actor that can actually do it.
Maybe. And in the future, along with Creepy's cousins, and deep dive into the rest of her bug family. Because there are some bugs that we never actually got to know about because the show ended.
Yeah, that would have been nice to actually see.
Like more. We know about Polly, Nat, Carolina, Vincent. His name's Vincent, but they call him Vinny. We got to see Aunt Rose a little bit, but we didn't get to see all of her.
The Lice twins.
And the Mosquito twins.
Sounds like
Wendy
a party.
I love their characters.
Strictly Juice Girls. The fact that they went vegetarian was fun.
Yeah, and they're females, because females don't usually go for that unless it's like nectar. But then again, who knows? It's Creepy's family. Vinny went vegetarian, but I'm like, he never drank blood to begin with. Male mosquitoes don't do that.
Yeah. So if they were called bloodsuckers, you're looking at the females.
Yep. But don't blame Wendy and Wanda or Vincent, because they're vegetarians. Like I said, there's a lot of Creepy's family that we never even got to know or meet.
But we did get to see the fire ants in a couple episodes.
Oh yeah, especially what they did to Chris Alice's cousin. That was hilarious.
That boy needed that spanking on that one.
He needs help. Not only that, the chameleon episode, that was one they had to deal with badly.
Oh, big time.
Especially them like, wait, so to Chris Alice it's like a little ferret or squirrel, but in reality it's a chameleon disguising itself.
as Mr. Biggles.
Yeah.
And
None
the
of that. We also got to meet Creepy's uncle, the fire ant that basically almost destroyed Chrysalis's house. Was that
Uncle
a
Jerry.
termite? Or was that a termite?
No,
I
those
really have
fire
no idea.
ants.
Ah. The termite episode was also a good one where they actually were dead and they were just haunting the place where they died.
That was creepy.
No pun intended, but it was. And the jewel beetles, they were awesome.
Oh, those were pretty.
I'm like,
But
so they actually thought they were pretty, and they're like, "That's the treasure, really?" I'm like, jewel beetles is pretty, so I don't know why you
I
make
mean,
a big fuss.
Egyptians used to
Oh,
use them.
hold on, I think my dad needs me. Hang on.
Oh, hang on. Hi.
Hi. You know how frustrating you are
For answering?
for not answering. I asked you when. I waited 30 minutes and you still didn't answer me.
That's because I'm in the middle of a stream.
It's so simple. Next week. Frustrating woman.
Yeah, because I was in the middle. I'm in the middle of a live stream. That means I'm still live right now.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. But yet you answered.
And she's on mute, so I'll be here for now.
And I love you.
Love you too.
Frustrating woman.
I see the stripe came out really well.
It did. I finished it up. I finished up all the little...
The ones on the roof?
Yeah,
I like it because we did not realize it was going to be
Nice.
this
remember
big.
that big place that was right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's it at?
Nowhere.
Where's it at?
We got
So,
But if we can like get more help with this, with artists, that would be great. We have one person, but she's kind of busy with stuff, so she was unfortunately able to help us.
now I just gotta get the room together and decorate it. You should see some of the projects your dad's making.
Really good?
Memers. Hey, kitty. What? Ow! Mimi! No
At least
biting!
he's getting into
Silly
the
kitty.
hobbies.
We didn't spend money for nothing.
You're lucky you're cute. You're so lucky. Yeah, I know. Silly kitty.
Oh, and I heard
What? Silly kitty
the
cat.
same old curtains that we had,
Yeah?
but yeah. They don't look bad in here though.
They look good.
I'm thinking about swapping them with the ones that you had in your room.
Like I said, right now we're just waiting for Stinger to come back.
But, I don't know.
Okay, she's on call with her mom, so I'll just be here right
We'll
now.
see. Me too.
What? Goddamn, Mom. I'm so glad I'm unmuted right now.
Why?
It would have picked up on my mic.
What, me splashing?
But like I said, if you do want to help us with the show, like say in any way, like say writing, art, or
Next week is
helping
fine.
us
It's
come
just
up with
I needed
episodes,
to know
we
because me and
you
Dad
need to
got
watch the
plans for
original
this
show
weekend.
first in order to get the general idea of
Ah,
how this
gotcha.
is going to go.
So
Yeah,
can you leave
because
some
That
like
was
this
the
on red?
inspiration for all of this, the
Sorry.
original show.
me and my boyfriend are going to a birthday party this weekend too.
You know it's me and your dad's anniversary weekend, right?
Already?
Yeah. June 2nd, tomorrow.
I did not know that.
And
I
also,
forgot.
we haven't posted it yet, but we are going to do like
Which
a
is why
contest
we're
for
thinking about taking the dogs to the beach today.
to help us design
Ooh.
characters
Which is
like
why
the
I
teacher
wanted to
and the
know
principal.
when
Gotcha.
you
Whoever
wanted
is the
to
best
go.
will
I thought we
feature
talked
in the
about it
comic.
last time too.
Last week you said, "Oh,
Like
next week would be
for
great."
one, we have Creepy's homeroom and main
That's right.
teacher,
Forgot.
which is
So
her
when
art
I
teacher.
asked when you wanted to go,
Gotcha.
Then we have the new
I
principal,
meant when did you want to
who
go?
will
Yeah, because we gotta pay rent this
be
week, so it'll be
like,
really tight on
I
budget.
guess, Miss Montserrat in a way.
I get it. We just paid our mortgage too.
So that's why I suggested next week that when we get paid, we can.
But like I said, we need to
That's fine.
figure them out first.
Because
No.
that really
the
helps
main
us out
characters,
with
we are basically done
saving
with
a lot
them.
of money. Especially when it comes to meat.
Right?
We also gave them like
So, okay, that's fine.
like
We can do
for
next
Creepy
weekend.
and
Just-
Budge, we gave them
you gotta-
gave them jobs. Like Creepy, she works as a cashier at the Tiki Chalet where they like to hang out, and Budge is a chef there. Him and his dad spend time a lot, so his dad taught him how to cook. So he's a chef there.
That's where.
Yeah.
Where?
And Carla and Melanie, they still had their
Who?
jobs they had in like the
What?
show,
When?
but they're
Where?
like
And why?
I guess Carla would probably be like a manager, and
Why?
Melanie would be
Why?
like assistant manager. Not only that, Creepy's also like has her own.
Alright, get back to your
Is
live
president
stream.
of two clubs
No, I
now.
didn't answer.
The Art and Writing Club.
Frustrating.
The reason I put the photography is because her
Alright.
hobby is
Do something
photography,
with this room
which
and see
is
if I can start getting it.
her now
up.
hobby
Cleaned up.
because of that one episode where she had to come up with a hobby for
Alright.
class.
Love you.
And poetry, aka writing, is because of the very first episode
Hi,
where
Mom.
she wrote that poem about her mom. But it's like expensive to be in clubs, so that's why she had to get a job.
Love you, Mom.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
But like we said, we kept the characters the same, just with slight adjustments.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
It's cool. I was just telling them about Creepy and Budge now having part-time jobs.
Yeah, that's actually that is another part of childhood that tends to either grow a person or break a person.
With Creepy, since she's so chill, it wouldn't really break her.
She would have difficulty adjusting until she get used to it.
Yeah, maybe like for 2 or 3 segments.
Yeah.
But he's adjusted pretty well to being a chef because of his dad teaching him how to cook.
Yeah. Butcher kind of reminds me of an old friend I used to know in high school.
Same, actually. Chris Alice, I'm not sure what kind of job she would have. Right now, she doesn't have one.
I
you can get
doubt
one
that she'll
later.
have a job.
Maybe like later, because remember her parents are trying not to make her pressure herself because she freaks out.
I
Or
thought they
admit
Admit defeat or they always win.
Yep.
Maybe sometimes the pressure will get to her.
Oh yeah, she'd probably be the ones that could break because of her freaking out under peer pressure. No offense, just
Why not?
honestly, the one thing I never figured out was why Skipper wasn't in school.
That's a good question. Because he
I'm
said
like,
he's been with the freak show all of his life.
yeah. So
Maybe.
I'm like,
How did
okay.
Creepy get accepted to school?
Now that's a good question. I'm like, came on our first date. Well, they kind of did, but the teacher did not see them because they're bugs. Then I guess they left after she got settled in a little bit. There was a lot of stuff from the show that they didn't really fully explain.
Yeah, because don't you normally have to do a school tuition sometimes, depending on the school?
Yeah, actually.
Or some kind of interview to meetings? What about
Some do
Parent
that and
Teachers
some
Day or
don't.
Parents Conference?
Yeah, some do that and some don't. Some just like sign a paper and voila, you're in school.
Maybe Skipper's mom didn't know that. Because
Guess not.
when you think about it, it's like, how does that work?
Yeah, but even without school, Skipper seems pretty intelligent.
Uh huh.
So maybe he's like homeschooled.
That would make sense if he was. Maybe that's why when we put his character profile, he's a tech whiz.
I can do that. I can change that later. I still got the background and everything, and the character saved on my iPad, so I can fix that.
Because it would make more sense if he was homeschooled to be a movie star.
Yeah, because movie stars, they go to school, but they don't become like some become movie stars later, like as a kid, but they're still going to school. But most of them, I think, were homeschooled.
Yeah.
Like, the kids from the Brady Bunch. I'm thinking they were homeschooled.
Would make
Because there's
sense.
no way they could jumble going to film their episode and school at the same time, all at the same day.
Sometimes they'll have they'll have like small little tutors on the site in order to stay up with their schools.
Well, that's true too. Skipper, I think, would probably be homeschooled. Hi, Crusty! She's like my teacher for crack shipping. I'm her prodigy or protege. Ugh. I'm still learning. But one ship I made up was, well, the thing is, I was still into Inuyasha and Naruto, and I got into the female Inuyasha part of the fandom. And I'm thinking, what would happen if she ended up in the world of Inuyasha? Not Inuyasha, bleh, Naruto.
Huh.
Like, everyone wouldn't know she's half demon except the Hokage and certain few.
It makes
And
sense.
yeah, and let's just say she has to live with Kakashi in his home that he decided to never come back to. You know, because what happened to his dad, but he's being ordered to, unfortunately.
OBS is basically one to crash on me.
Okay, but like I said, everybody, you all know what you gotta do if you want to help with the project. You not only gotta watch the show, but if you're a writer, you also have to match up with the show, like it did, like match up the darkness and the comedy of it. Artist, you could either do backgrounds or characters to help Stinger here, so it's not a huge workload on her.
That would
Or
definitely help.
or you can just help us come up with episode ideas.
Any
You got
form of help
ready.
would be phenomenal at this point.
Exactly, because we are a tiny team. There's only 4 of us right now,
Yep.
and
And
we're
the
gonna need a lot of help.
fact that we got this much is pretty impressive.
Yep. Like for me, I'm good at like writing, like say character wise, like character profiles, but other than that, nope.
Yep.
Like for that one I did for Creepy. I wrote all that out.
Chrysalis, Budge,
But
Skipper, Harry, Carla, Melanie.
yeah, I wrote those out and just watch the show and get little facts like what I can add and what I don't need. Like for example, I added a little bit more to Harry's, like say I gave him a job, but I haven't sent the new one yet.
My question is, out of every one of these characters, why do none of them show they have like a sibling or something? All of them seem to be like an.
Thought would be cool, like give them a sibling. Like for Harry, I can see having a little sister. Maybe that's why he's always protective of Creepy. He gained a little sister, and now he's more protective of Creepy after learning her secret. Same with Budge. I can see him actually having a little sister too.
I can see him having a little brother, if anything.
That too. And for Chrysalis, I can actually see her having twin younger brothers that she now has to take care of, and that could make her be a bit more under pressure because she's got to take care of them.
Nah, I can see her being an only child. Cause
I've seen like Harry, he either has a little brother or sister, but I've seen them mainly having little sisters. Like the little sister in Phineas and Ferb for Candace's love interest.
yeah.
He has a little sister that he adores and who hates Candace.
I'm still wondering what's the grudge on that one.
Same.
I think
she just doesn't want anyone to have her brother's attention.
That tends to happen a lot.
Creepy though, she has a lot of brothers and sisters, younger and older. Because of her bug family, and they're always having kids and multiplying.
That is true.
So she's already she already knows how to deal with brothers and sisters. Especially Nat and Polly.
Yep.
They're the ones she deals with mainly.
That
Nat
is
always
true.
coming to her school, Polly sneaking into her lunch.
That or pulling pranks on her.
That too. But like I said, I guess we can give Budge maybe a little brother and Harry a little sister.
I could definitely see that.
Exactly.
Because if they're in middle school, the parents still have a chance to like have another child.
Or they could have her have another kid while they're still in middle school or at the end of middle school.
That is true.
I also realized we never got to see Budge's mom either.
That is a good point.
We've never really got to see any of their parents except for
Chrysalis
and Budge because we met his dad because they took Creepy bowling.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if we saw Carla or Melanie's dads or moms, or Harry for that matter.
We'll have to look back at the bowling episode because that was the only time we actually see any parents besides Creepies or Chrysalis. Because that was the only time I ever seen Budge's dad ever mentioned. I know. Because when it came to Budge, he did say his mom would be back, and when they were at the pool party, when she was trying to catch the chameleon.
Yeah, that could be like another character design we could do, his mom.
I think I'm going to take reference to when they were doing the whole Mr. Scary Face. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
He pulled that off well.
Yeah. I can see that. Like I said, there's a few characters we can actually design here, like the parents of these kids.
My question is, where did he get the wig? Where did he get the clothes?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that was a creepy episode. I'm like, and then where the heck did he get the trophies from?
And yet he says the cockroaches can live out their heads for a week.
That is a true fact. It's hard for them to be able to eat or drink anything, though.
Yeah, my OBS is crashing, girl.
Yeah, I figured. So we got all we need to know. Yeah, I'm thinking we got all we need to do. Tell everybody.
Yep. So if you guys want to help, just let us know. Put it in the comment section. And feel free to come out and message me if need be.
And if you want to, like, write out a scene for us or audition, like, in some way, then that's also accepted.
Yep.
But we still are doing that contest for, like, the two characters that are going to be seen more, like the principal and the art teacher, who's Creepy's main and homeroom teacher.
Yeah, if you want to design one of the teachers, if you want to design one of the characters, you're feel free to do that, and that character will be yours.
And you just gotta kind of match this style, mainly, because
I made it simple, so
it shouldn't be so too hard, hopefully.
yeah. I made these characters. I didn't put in too much detail or too complex. I try to stay true to the original art style.
And to their outfits and design.
Yeah.
Just tweaked up.
May give a more mature look, because whenever you see cartoons, you see how their style change, but it's not too different to where
Like, take SpongeBob, for example.
yeah.
They went too far on that. But
There's some things oh god, Assassin showed me that one episode where it had ink lemonade.
Ugh.
Ugh, that just grossed me out so bad. It's like, it's nowhere like how it was supposed to be comedic, not disgusting.
Yeah, back in the 1990s.
I know, I miss those times.
Same. I'd rather watch those over and over again instead of watching the new stuff.
Yeah. Where they especially the ripped pants one. That was funny.
Or when he was applying at the Krusty Krab for the first time.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza.
Oh, that was a good one too. But like I said, if your OBS is crashing, we need to wrap this up quickly.
Sorry.
Well, like I said, you guys know what to do. But if you do apply, you have to watch the original show first so you can get the idea of what we're trying to do here.
Yep. I kept
If
it to
you
the
don't, then
original
you're going
design,
blind.
so if you guys want to try it out. But I did add a little bit of a modern touch to it.
Yeah, so if you don't watch the original show, then you're going into this project blind.
Yep.
You won't know anything about the characters, you won't understand them either, or the whole part of this project.
But if sometimes having different perspective on, so maybe it would help to get a fresh perspective on it. So
Yeah, like my friend Neon said, that we need to tweak Creepy's character to make her a little bit taller, and make Budge, not as big as he used to be.
yep. But Creepy still is considered short throughout their main rest.
She was so tiny compared to everybody.
Yep.
Except for Miss Montserrat. They were pretty much the same height. Those two were the only short ones.
But she did look out for her students in her own way.
Yeah, that's what the principal will still be doing here, but, not be as overbearing. He'll still look out for them, just don't be so in your face and following you around. Know what I mean?
No one can escape my keen powers of perception. And then having Aunt Rose in the back of her car.
Yeah, that's one thing that we won't go too far on the new principal. He'll still care about his students and their opinions, but not go too far like Miss Montserrat did.
Oh, yeah. Just even have a small psychic
Yeah.
Even the smallest psyche valve, it was like...
Small psyche of the adolescents.
That was pretty good.
I wasn't even trying to do her voice. Maybe I should try another one. Another job done, Montserrat. Nothing can... Ah, crap, I can't remember that line.
Nothing escapes my keen powers of perception.
Alright, let me try it. Nothing can escape my keen powers of perception.
That's not bad.
I guess I know who I'm voicing.
Yep.
Miss Montserrat. Though I couldn't do Creepy even if I tried. Her voice is super hard to do.
It is. So we'll have to look around to see who can voice Creepy.
Yeah, I mean, we can find someone temporarily in our group, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Till we. But like I said, like I said, we need to wrap this up before your OBS does crash.
Yeah.
But like we said, if you guys want to help, we'll be happy to, for you to do a, example of what you can do, like art, writing, and say episode ideas. We're open-minded to this because with Creepy, like the show, you can be open-minded to anything.
That is true.
Well, not a lot of everything because we still got to keep it within
Maybe.
not inappropriate stuff.
Oh, considering how far ahead we're going into, nah, the Locust family would not come up because it only comes up every 17 years.
Yeah, because I forgot what year it was when they came out. Like for Creepy, we have no idea what year this is taking place.
Yeah, we have no idea. But
I guess we can make an assumption,
I would
say
say
2011.
mostly because of Carla and Melody's cell phones.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be like early 2000s.
Because even Creepy's, Chrysalis's parents had a flip phone too.
Yeah, so we could say like it takes place like, well, in 2008, I don't think they had iPhones then, or they weren't popular.
Let me look up, see when.
Because if it's gonna take place like the now that we deal with, then they were gonna be having iPhones.
It came out in 1992.
Ah, so it's probably the early 90s, maybe? Or early 2000s? Because people back then didn't even use the iPhones yet. They were still in the flip phones. Or like those little phones that aren't flip phones, but weren't iPads either. Not iPads, iPhones either.
Yeah, because you also saw Creepy's computer.
Oh, yeah. So early 2000s is probably what we're going to do with.
Yep.
And have it take place in 2008? Because she's 13. Wait.
She's 16. So it'll be the early 2000s when things start
changing. And Carla and Melanie upgrade their phones and stuff like that. And computers.
Yeah, because that's when the technology boomed around that time. New gaming systems, new technologies, smartphones.
I imagine
upgraded on.
Games.
Yeah, because I literally went through that technology phase around when I was growing up.
In all honesty, I was still trying to focus on school.
Because I was playing with the Game Boy, the GameCube, and then went up to PSP, then the Xbox, then
DS was my first thing. And it was
the PlayStation, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3.
PS2.
My dad had every game console you could think of.
I had PS2.
I was the popular kid that every parent dropped off of their neighborhood. That
I had PS2 to start with.
Because we had a lot of game systems. Even one of the parents, when I was younger, was wondering why all the older kids were stopping by our house. Because we always had a babysitter then.
Because my brother played that, and I played with him sometimes. Then it was the DS, then the Wii, PlayStation 3, PS4. Now I'm getting a PS5 and the Nintendo Switch.
I miss those games where they were actually complete and didn't have to wait for updates.
That too. The Nicktoons games, the crossover ones like Nicktoons Unite, 2 Globs of Doom were my favorites. They don't make games like that anymore.
They don't.
Since Nickelodeon went stupid.
And they don't complete games anymore.
Or that, like Xenoverse. They keep adding on to it.
Yeah, and then if the system crashed, no one can play. Then they have to wait for a whole system update, which will take goddamn forever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you wonder why you don't want to play anymore.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, we need to wrap this up. As we said, your OBS is probably close to clashing.
Probably. Yeah, because I keep getting notifications saying, it disconnected and reconnected.
Yeah, so you can do your outro if you need to. Because we've already explained what all they have to do.
Yep. Alright, my little butterflies. thank you for tuning into this little live stream. This is basically an announcement saying we need help.
Lots of it.
Not financially, it's mostly
Free.
You're free.
This is a free project.
This is a free project.
We just need help with work, like the writing and stuff.
Yes. This is basically a fun project for anybody who can join.
If you have time.
If you have time, yeah. Because we're not going to force anybody to
join us. If you want to or not. Because life can get in the way of everything.
Exactly. So if you just want to help out for a small bit or just help out with a small character design,
or help be there for the whole thing. We have no idea how far this project's going to go.
Yeah.
We may have to discuss that later.
Definitely. Because I still have my fan comic that I do.
Yeah, the Val and the Butterfly one, which is awesome.
Because if you haven't seen my videos as of recent, I just released Chapter 2 of Val and the Butterfly.
Chapter 3 is in the works. She has said that.
And Chapter 3 should be coming out soon. To where, as you know, I am working on new pages for Chapter 3 because we just reached our midpoint in Chapter 3. I just got new software to help with making the pages a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I use it too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just complicated to use because of the models.
But it does help out a lot.
Mm-hmm. We could probably use that too for this comic as well. We just got to make it precise so the models don't go into each other. Not trying to be dirty, they actually do that. The arms and legs can do that, especially if you have two models like really close to each other.
Yeah, you just got to go through different angles and to get it right.
Exactly.
So it takes a bit, but I'm having fun using it.
Make an example of your work, whether it's art or writing or coming up with an episode. Well, you can just comment below and say you're interested, and we can go from there.
Even we can make small little bit comic dubs.
Oh yeah, or say art, for example, say you want to do a high school scene, like the high school, Creepie's at her locker, talking to Budge or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That can also work.
Like I said, this is a free project. You can basically do anything with this project.
Just don't take it too far.
Yes.
Like going down gory path. This is not a gory fandom. This fandom is just gothic, dark, kid friendly, so to speak.
With a sense of humor.
Yes. It was kid friendly in the show, but we're yours. Like I said, we are going to try and make a application where you can apply and put anything you want on it, like art and stuff, but like I said, that's a work in progress. We just need someone to help us make the application, because I'm not good at doing that.
I probably know someone.
Alright.
So
like I said, when we get the application done, we can put a link in the description below.
Yes.
For you to apply. But in the application, we need to have it where you must watch the original show first. That is the main thing that we need people to know about.
Alright. Even if you watch a couple episodes, that still works too.
Yeah. But if you want to know the full thing, watch the whole thing. If you want to know the whole story.
It's free on YouTube. All you have to do is look it up and they'll give you the entire playlist.
One episode is out of order, but other than that, it's basically there. All there.
Yep. All 26 episodes.
52 segments.
Alright. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, my little butterflies. I will be doing a lot more live streams. This is one of my first ones in a long time on my YouTube channel that I've done.
That's on a different subject than you're normally doing.
Yep.
We may do more like this in the future to discuss like future episodes and stuff.
Yep. So I'll see you guys later, and fly away, my little butterflies. Until next time. Would you like to say a few words before you go?
Other than that I was happy to join this and excited about this project, I'm glad to have met you.
Same here.
Voice to voice.
Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye, my little butterflies. Just be as sweet as a butterfly, but sting like a bee.